Our family station wagon makes the familiar right turn, and I know we're almost there. I always liked being on this street. It's smooth and wide, and not like the ones at home. I test my memory to see how many houses I can count. There's the house with the old lady who says she knew me as a baby. I always felt weird when I had to talk to her. That's 5 houses away. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're at the end of the street. We're here, finally. I feel safe and excited as soon as I get out of the car. I love the shade of the trees next to the driveway. I love the smooth, recently swept cement. I love the aloe vera plants that line the walkway leading up to the front door. It's hot outside, probably 100 degrees, but I don't mind. My brother and I race to the front door, and the winner gets to ring the doorbell. It doesn't really matter who wins, but it feels like it does. The door opens, and I'm greeted by the faces of some of my favorite people. They make me feel loved as soon as I see them. And we hug, and we're excited, and we say hello. There's a little chaos as everyone's told where to put their shoes, and saying hello and talking over each other in the walkway. And then we're all inside. And as soon as we can, my brother and I sneak off through the kitchen into the garage to the converted garage bedroom where my grandmother basically lives. This is her room. And it's not a garage anymore. It used to be a garage. But it still feels a lot like a garage. Just because it's so full of stuff. She keeps everything. Looking back now, it's a clear sign of her own hyperfixations, her own life experiences. And when you're small, having a room that's a very large room, larger than the average bedroom, that's also full of stuff. It felt like a never-ending space. Like there could have been an infinite number of papers and half-finished crochet projects, old pictures and trinkets. She always showed us at least a dozen things that had been there for years, every time we went, and they were always different. And tucked against the wall was her bed, also covered in stuff. And that was where she spent most of her time, my grandmother. And even though we would try to get through the little trinkets and things as quickly as possible, we did care. We would go in, give her a hug, try not to trip over papers or knock anything over. But we were there for what was, at this point, behind us. We would come in, say hello, give her hugs, be polite, and then very excitedly turn around and look up along a pile of papers to the dresser, and up higher still to the top of the dresser that seemed much higher than I'm sure it actually was. But I was small, and the room was big. And up on top of the pile sat the Nintendo. And my brother and I would grab the controllers and pick out a cartridge to blow in the end. And maybe today we were excited because my grandmother had discovered a new secret in The Legend of Zelda. She had found the way through the next puzzle or the next section of the game, and she was excited to tell us. So we'd sit down together and load up Zelda and see where she was at and the progress she'd made, and we'd try to figure out the next part together. And we do that for a while until someone got too excited for a different game. And then maybe we would switch the cartridge to Tetris Attack, which actually has nothing to do with Tetris and is surprisingly a Mario-themed game with Yoshi characters. I guess then it's a Yoshi-themed game. It's a Yoshi-themed game. At least the Western release was. And that was a 2-player game, so we could play together, my brother and I. He was always faster than me at those sorts of speed puzzle games. Well, not always, but it was rare that I could snatch a victory from him. But then it was fun to cheer for him when he was playing the single-player campaign and he was able to get farther than I was. And I wanted him to win. I wanted him to beat the boss that I couldn't beat so we could see what was at the end of the game. And sometimes I still pull up the long plays of those old games, just to hear the sounds. Remember the sounds that the buttons made when you press them, or as you scroll through the menu. And I wonder why I want to capture these moments, why I want to feel them again. What exactly is it that I'm hoping my nostalgic musings will bring me? And I think that they bring me to a place where I was present, where I was completely experiencing the world around me for what it was. And I wasn't thinking about what I was supposed to be doing, what I should be doing, what would be most productive, and the best way to spend my time. I wasn't even thinking, yes, I deserve to relax now because it's the weekend and I'm here to visit my family. I wasn't actively thinking any of that. I was just being there and enjoying that. And I think that when I seek nostalgia, I'm seeking that sense of feeling present and like I am somewhere, and feeling what it means to be in that place without anxiety or fear or judgment, just there. So maybe if I can realize that that's what those nostalgic musings mean to me, well, then that place of comfort can be something I can cultivate for myself. It can be a place I can go, a way I can feel now. Because what I really want when I feel stressed or anxious is to feel present, just to feel like I am where I am. That wasn't always the case, because being in the present as I got older, and outside of those precious moments in that garage, sitting on that floor, surrounded by decades of who knows what, in those moments I was safe. And it was safe to be present and to sit in that room and to experience what was around me. But as I got older, it wasn't safe to be present. Because being present meant facing harsh realities that I, as a child, was not equipped to face. So over time, I had to find somewhere else that was safe to be, because it wasn't in the present. So it became my mind. But then my mind wasn't safe because I was constantly judging myself. Shout out religion, thanks for that one. So it wasn't safe to be in the present. It wasn't safe to be in my own mind. It sounds like the sort of thing that could lead a person to feel very anxious all of the time. Yeah. Yep. That does sound like something that would happen. So, I guess I'm learning that I can carry that garage with me. I can make other places safe. Because I'm not a kid anymore. I'm an adult who is capable and able to be safe now. And I'm allowed to feel safe and relaxed and content. So where I am right now can be that garage. Because there's nothing I need to be doing right now. I just have to find what I want to be doing, how I want to build my life, how I want to take care of myself and my family and my home. I can find how I want to do those things instead of constantly holding myself to the standard of what a person or people or parents or religion or society tells me I have to do with this time. I can find how I want to be happy. And I do want to be happy now. Now that it's safe to be happy. It didn't used to be. But I did my best, got through it. And now it is safe for me to be happy. And at the same time, while it is safe to be happy, it's not mandatory. I don't have to feel happy all the time. I could let happiness happen when I feel it, when I'm ready, when it's there. But I don't have to pretend that I feel it all the time, that it's the natural state of being, that it's the default. Because there isn't really a default. And I'm allowed to feel however I feel right now. The way I feel right now belongs inside of me. It's okay if I want to change how I feel. if how I feel right now is not the ultimate goal for how I will feel, but I guess there is no ultimate goal. And if I feel the way I feel, it must be for a reason. And so feeling that, allowing that feeling, whatever it is, to belong, is the best way to process it. Especially if I want to feel a different way. Because there is no right decision to make. I don't have to constantly be trying to make the right decision. I can just make my decisions right because I made them. They're the decisions that I chose to make, and that makes them right. And if I discover that I'm wrong, I can do something else, change my mind, apologize if I need to. Maybe I won't need to apologize as much if I know that the decisions I'm making are for me. I'm not trying to make decisions for other people. I want other people to get to make their own decisions. Yeah. Huh. So that's what this painting's about. That's how I feel about this painting. Hope you like it. This original painting will be for sale on my website. And you can also find prints on my website. Probably, yes. I'm slowly doing like an overhaul on the website. Yeah. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for being here, for supporting my work. You can check out Patreon if you want to see more frequent art updates, as well as Instagram. Pretty active over there. I'm excited for all of these new things. I hope that you are too. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're treating yourself well and taking care of yourself. I love you very much, and catch you next time. Okay, bye.